performance is very variable. So there's quite respectable scientific arguments in both kind of camps. And just to clarify the idea a little bit, this is a picture from the collection of this museum, and I think it's probably on sale in the shop. This is 3 boys, and they're all playing truant from school, and they're in a used car lot, and they're trashing the used cars, and they're having a wonderful time. And there's a guy trying to stop them. But the notion is that we're not just talking about misbehaviour, because that can have several different routes. One route is that, let's say one of the boys is what we call oppositional. That's to say that for all kinds of reasons, and it may be a great anger at the way he's being brought up or what's happening in school, that he is deciding that he wants to behave in this particular way. It's a settled choice, it's a decision. Maybe an unconscious one, but nevertheless, he's doing what he intends to do. And there's another boy who's rather oblivious, and for one reason or another, he's not aware of the social rules. Perhaps he's not been brought up with clear social rules. Perhaps he's in a spectrum of autism and he doesn't appreciate the idea that rules apply to him. But he's essentially oblivious to the rules about going to school. And the third, and this is the idea that we're talking about in mental health, is a boy who's impulsive. If he thought about it, if he took the time to think, then he would realize that it would on the whole be better to go to school, that he'd stay out of trouble, he might even learn something, he might have a good time in the break, but he hasn't thought, and he's followed the others, and he's followed the inclination of the moment. So the idea of the discontrol in the boy is the idea that mental health is dealing with particularly. And I want to begin by tracing this, the idea historically. I think